we've had a very exciting tour of 11 African countries. It has certainly been one of the most informative and thrilling trips that it's ever been my privilege to take. I have come from Africa realizing the tremendous responsibility that the United States has in the development of the new Africa. I have been amazed at the caliber of leadership in Africa today, and I'm convinced that Africa in the next 25 and 30 years is going to be one of the most strategic parts of the entire world. There are many forces that are reaching for the souls and minds of the African. Islam, communism, Christianity, and many other forces. And it's my belief and my conviction that Christianity must redouble its efforts in Africa, but it must be done largely under African leadership.
Well, I have maintained for a long time that apartheid, as is being practiced by the South African government, will never work. And I think that present circumstances are bearing that out. But I would like to say that I talked to many South African people in Rhodesia and many ministers from South Africa who are opposed to the present policy, and I don't think we ought to condemn all South Africans. One of the problems that they bring up to us is how we treated the American Indians, that we stole their lands, we massacred thousands of them, and we put them on reservations, and that's very difficult for Americans to answer. And sometimes I think it's a bit difficult for us to throw stones at other countries until we confess some of our own past sins.
What might be the solution to this racial problem, Dr. Graham?
Well, I think that one of the solutions in South Africa would be a great religious revival. And I think many South African clergymen and laymen alike believe that. And they came across the border to talk to us about the possibility of holding great mass meetings in South Africa. I told them that we would go if and when they would allow us to have multiracial meetings. And only on that basis would we go, and they assured me that within the next year or two, that would be possible in the great stadiums of South Africa, and of course, then we will go.
Do you think, sir, that solution would hold true for our problem here at home?
I'm certain. I don't think there is any real answer to the race problem outside of a spiritual answer. And I believe that the gospel of Christ breaks down racial barriers and brings us together as one in Christ.